Hello everyone, my name is Avinash and welcome back my channel The Learning Destination. This is the second episode of my ongoing series Elasticsearch from Zero to Hero. So in my previous episode, I have covered that how we can install the Elasticsearch and Kibana with the Docker. Now in this episode, which is second number episode, where I am going to cover that how we can create the index, and after that how we can create the document, assign id to it, and then further we will insert the data using the put post method. All right guys, now let's start the practical session. So I already logged in into the Kibana GUI interface, and if you don't know how you can achieve this, so you can refer my episode 01 where I have clearly shown a step-by-step guide that how you can install the Elasticsearch and Kibana. Okay, so once you finish this, after that you will have this GUI interface, and then you get login, you come inside. After that you need to visit here these three lines, click here, and then you need to visit to dev tools. And after that, so let me delete this one. Okay, so now I can show you from the scratch. Okay, so firstly I'm going to show you that how we can create the index. Okay, so first index I am going to create infra using the put method. Okay, I say infra, and then after that I need to run it. So here you can see the message 200. Okay, it means I have successfully created this index using the put method. Okay, so now I'm going to create the document using the post method, and for that you need to give post method and then index name /_ doc. Come down, give curly braces. After that, let's say I'm going to give the value, field and the value. Basically you need to give field and the value. So in field I say employee, and then value I say employee is Avinash. Now next value I am going to insert again field value. So field I am giving like title, and then I say tech architect. Okay, and now I will run it, this one. So make sure while running it you need to select this one. So here you can see that 201 successfully created. The version is 1. It is created. Okay. Now after that, let's say we want to assign it ID. Okay. So next we are going to look into how we can assign the ID. Okay. So for that, I'm going to create put method. Again, we need to define the index, then /_ doc / and I'm going to give it the ID 1. Come down, curly braces. Okay, and here again I'm going to insert some different value this time, employee, but this time let's say I say there is a employee Albert. Okay, and his corporate title is, I say, let's say cloud architect. Okay, let's run this. Okay, so now this is 201. Here you can see the message version is 1. It is created. And how we can get this value, right? Let's say we want to check these values, right? This ID1 values. So then we use the get method over here, and then we give this one index _doc/1. Okay, and if we run it now, you can see that we are successfully getting the values like employee is Albert, title is cloud architect, and here the response you can see that 200. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to insert one more values over here. So I'm copying it, so it will be faster, and I paste it. This time I change the ID to, and I change the name. I say Henry, and Henry is, let's say, DevOps architect. Okay, then I run the command. And here you can see that it is created, version is 1, 201 created. And if I again I want to retrieve this this particular index, right, which ID is 2. So I can run, and here you can see the values. Okay, now, what will happen if we by mistakenly, let's say, if we put the values, we don't change this ID and we put the values directly, by mistakenly, we put the values, we replace these values or these values, then how it will react, right? That is what I'm going to show you now. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the case where by mistakenly, let's say you put the same values with the same ID. Let's say there is ID is 2 and by mistakenly I change any values. Let's say I put it over here, Rakesh, okay, and then I run this. Then what will happen? Okay, so now you can see that because the ID is 2, the earlier version was 1, but now its version is 2. Okay, and now if we call this, if we run this get method, now let's see what will happen. Okay, so here you can see that we will have the employee Rakesh, which we have just now by mistakenly we have put over here. Okay, title is the same because we haven't made any changes in the title, but then earlier name was Henry, right? That we lost it. Okay, so I mean that you can avoid it because that is what happens if you don't change the ID. And but if you by mistakenly, if you change, if you replace the existing value with the different values, then the values will get replaced. Okay, I mean if you want to avoid this, then rather than dot, you can use here the create command here, like this, create, like this. So you will have endpoint of that. So basically, I mean to say that when you are indexing a document with the existing ID that is already exist, then the existing document is overwritten. And if you do not want existing document to be overwritten, then you can use underscore create endpoint. But if you do so, then indexing won't occur, but then we will get 409 error message. Let me show you. So I just changed this one with create command. Okay, and then I try to run it. Let me change the value also here, and I put another value. I say Robert. Okay, and now you can see that I'm using the same indexing ID. Okay, indexing document ID. So I run this, and now 409 conflict error. We are getting this. Okay, here in the same infra version conflict document already exists. Okay, so in such case index won't happen. Now let's move to the next case. Okay, let me type here. Now I'm going to show you that how we can update the existing document. Okay, so for that we need to use the command update. Okay, and let's say we are going to update this one, the same Albert Cloud Architect, and this time we are going to assign only the title values. So I'm going to delete this one. Okay, and I say he is data architect. Okay, and then here we need to put doc only. Doc, then column. I think it looks okay. We can give a try. Run this one. I think there is some mistake. Let me correct this JSON format. All right, I arranged it successfully. Let me give a try. So I think the token is expired because I started this Elasticsearch and Kibana, and the token was only valid for 30 minutes. So here you can see that Elasticsearch exited unexpectedly. I think this is because there is a token which we have generated at the starting and it is only valid for 30 minutes. Okay. So all right guys, no worries. Then I'm going to show you that how you can regenerate the token. Okay. That is all right guys. So our current position is that we were trying to run the update command, but unfortunately since token is only valid for 30 minutes, and password is only valid for 30 minutes, so we our token and password has expired. So now we are in the process to regenerate it. Okay. So I already explained that when you start first time Elasticsearch container, it gives you by default password and the token that is only valid for 30 minutes. And now I'm going to show you that if it expires, then how you can regenerate it. Okay. So currently I stop both of the containers, Kibana and the Elasticsearch. So I'm going to start one by one. So firstly, I'm going to start this container, which is Elasticsearch container. Docker start, and then I give the ID. Okay, it is started. We can check Docker PS. So here we can check like this, and we can tell the logs as well. Hyphen hyphen follow, and then container ID. Okay, here we can in another sessions we can again check the status container. So currently Elasticsearch container is running, which is by the name es-demo. Now I have taken another cell, and from here I am going to run the command to regenerate the password. Okay, so this is the command. You can regenerate the password. So I'm going to regenerate the password here. Okay, it is asking. I say yes. So we have the new password here. I copy it somewhere on notepad. Okay, and now we are going to start the Kibana cluster as well, Kibana container as well. So this is the Kibana ID, and I run this Docker start container ID. Okay, and we can cross check. So Kibana is also running. Okay, and I think we need to regenerate the token as well. So, but meanwhile time I just trying to restart it. Kibana server is not yet ready. I think it is getting started. Let's wait for some time. It will come up. We can check the logs of this one. Docker logs hyphen follow, and then this one. We have the URL of also Kibana. We can try. It is loading Elastic. Okay, now it is asking for user ID and password. We say Elastic is the user ID, and you remember we have just now regenerated the password, so that I am going to use here. And give the password, let's say. Perfectly, we are inside the Kibana now, and we were in the dev tools, so we will go inside the dev tools here. And this is the query. This is exact the query that where the error occurred. Okay, so now I updated this, and let me run this one. Okay, so basically now I'm going to update. So let me remind you. So just few minutes back, what we were exactly trying, we were trying that the index is having the same document ID, we are going to update one of the values over there. Okay, and for that we are using this update. So we will run this. Incorrect HTTP method URI infra update protocol method 405 is not allowed. Put okay, so we need to put here the post method. Okay, post method. Try. Okay, so now we have updated the values. Okay, so same if we want to check that. Okay, so we will run the get command, get infra, and then underscore forward slash underscore doc, and the id is 2. Okay, so now we can see that this is 1. We need id 2 values. So okay, let me check that Robert, and we have changed the value of, okay, so we have updated the values of 1. Okay, so for 1 we need to check 1 here. Okay, let me run. I was also a bit confused because I have updated the values of 1. However, in my mind it was running that I have updated the values of 2, but not. We have updated the indexing document of IDs 2, 1, sorry. Okay, so here now you can see that the value is changed. Okay, data architect. So I think, yeah, that's all. That is how you can create the index. You can do the indexing of document and assign the ID, and that's how you can put the values using the get put post method. Okay, so for post method, you cannot assign the ID. In such cases, the ID will be automatically generated, and if you want to assign the id, then you can use the put, and to see the what exactly you have put the values, so you can use the get method. So that's how you can do the things. Okay, so you can create the index, you can create the document, you can do the indexing, you can assign the id, and you can get the data using the get method. Okay, so that's all from this sessions, guys. I hope now you clearly understood this entire process. So if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment sections, and you can also follow me on LinkedIn. So you can, if you have some emergency, you want to directly reach to me, so you can reach me on my LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn ID. Okay, so you can directly query here also. So I think, yeah, that's all. I think it's very good sessions because we not only learned about the indexing, but we also learned about that how we can regenerate the password. Okay, and for the token, for regenerating the token, also the procedure is the same. Only thing is that there is a different command we have to regenerate the token. Alright guys, so that's all from my side. If you really like these sessions, then don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this tutorial as well, and wait for my next sessions, because I'm going to cover each and every sections of Elasticsearch. So these are currently the search part is going on. However, the observability and security is yet to come. Okay, so stay tuned with the learning destinations. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this.